So a while ago I picked up these 4 knives. I had to try them. They're a rough Ryder. Hear pretty good things about them. Don't generally care for the old school knives with a nail nick to open them, but this 15 bucks a piece. I thought I better try them. And honestly, if I didn't like them, I thought they'd be some cool like man cave decorations. Plus, at the time I ordered these, Smoky Mountain Knives had a little thing going on where if you spent 50 bucks, you got like a free rubber mat for like tearing apart things like knives, and I wanted that. So I thought I better spend 50 bucks, and I thought these 4 knives would be a good way to do that. I got these a few months ago, and I think they've been out of the box once. The first one I have here is called the Moose. It's got 2 blades, a little hard to open. As you see, they're G10 handle scales and the bolsters. The blade material is just standard 440. It says razor sharp steel on the blade, which, I mean, they seem like they're pretty sharp. How well they'll hold up, I don't know. They don't seem like too bad a knife for the money. I don't know if you can see this on this blade here. Again, only opened them once, but there is some blemishes on the blade, which doesn't really bother me so much. It's a $15 knife. It's not all that expensive. But it does seem to be, you know, a pretty nice knife. Fit and finish on this knife doesn't seem to be too bad, other than the blemishes on that blade. But otherwise, probably a pretty solid buy if you're looking for something a little old school. And not to mention, I have bought knives that are far more expensive than these, that have not had such a nice box with the magnetic lock on it. That's pretty nice, actually. It's got the little plastic in there, or foam molded to fit the knife. I mean, there's a lot of expensive knives that don't do that. The Moose on SMKW is 15 bucks. This one is a 3 blade, so this is the Stockman. And then you got this one here. Trying to do that without cutting myself. Overall, this blade seems to be, you know, I don't see any blemishes on the steel here like I did on the other one. Again, this one says 440 razor sharp steel on it. They're all the same color. I'm a big fan of olive drab, so when I saw an old school knife, style knife with olive drab, that was definitely a no-brainer to me that these would be the ones that I tried. Honestly, it seems to be a pretty nice little knife for the money. I mean, some of the marks here in the micarta from shaping, you know, could be a little better, but, you know, you're not out that much money. It's just a little fit and finish details, all. Nothing too serious. But they seem to be pretty nice. You know, they lock up pretty well. They don't open too difficult. Actually, when I put these two side by side, it stands out how this one's a little more faded than the other. Not a terribly big deal, but like I said, I originally bought these to be like some kind of man cave decoration, and I haven't gotten around to that because I don't currently have a man cave. But coming soon, hopefully. Okay, this is a trapper. Pretty standard knife. Many companies have made this style for a lot of years. 440 razor sharp stainless steel, so they're consistent in that anyways. Fit and finish on this one seems to be a little better than the other ones. I don't know, maybe comparing it to this one, yeah, maybe a little faded, but not terrible. These knives, this is the longest they've been out since I've had them. Pretty solid little set. If you like old school knives and you don't want to spend a lot of money, you know, these might be something that's worth checking out. So now this is the big one. This is the Hunter. Oops, that box is broken. And this monster is 2 blades. And I don't see any markings on that one other than the rough Ryder. I'm going to open them up individually so I don't cut myself. And yeah, there's that 440 razor sharp steel. they are made in China. Bent finish, you know, there's maybe a little gap there, but I mean, really, if you're looking for a knife to leave in your glove box, one that, you know, you could probably abuse, these might be it. I just really thought, you know, the olive drab with the tan G10 was just a really cool looking knife for the money, and wanted that free mat, so that's why I got these. Honestly, they seem alright though. I'm just not, you know, something that I carry in my pocket and I'm going to use every day. It's probably not going to be a slip joint with the nail nicks, so just not my thing. I kind of like one-handed operation as much as possible. Definitely don't get that with these, but if you're into that timeless classic knife, you know, those are it. They make them many different handle materials, and I solely went with these because of the color and you know, that little old school with a touch of modern look that they have. So, you know, I think this one's the most expensive, and it might have been $17. I mean, they don't seem like too bad of a knife for the money, honestly. And like I said, I've bought many expensive knives over the years that don't have, you know, such a nice box with a magnetic lock on them. If you're into this type of knife, they might definitely be worth checking out.